Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us once again tonight on the Discipline Therapy podcast with your two amazing hosts, Suhey Sotomayor, and with me always, seven-time author, Mr. E.L. Discipline. But before we begin anything, you know how we do. We got to do the little ringing of the thingy. And there it is. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, well, you see us dressed up, right?
We are dressed up.
Why are we
You look
dressed
a little
up?
bit more dressed up. Why are we dressed up? Because we have a photo shoot today.
hmm So many things happening in the future, so many big things.
Oh, so many.
As you guys know, before we get into the show, go to Eventbrite. The link is in the bio. Workshops, Divine Disciplines workshop coming
Mhm.
soon. Bring your mother, aunt, cousins, different countries, husbands, da- um,
Uncles,
daughters.
daughters,
Just make sure
sons.
they're over 18.
Yes, because Mr. E.L. Discipline has quite the information to give you. It is a workshop after all, you know.
Yes. We're gonna have notes. It's gonna be interactive. Like we said, link is in the bio. Get your tickets now. Get your tickets now. Get your tickets
Limited
now.
seating, people, limited seating while
Yeah.
supplies last. You know how that
Okay.
goes.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we know y'all fiends, and y'all know what that means. We're serving you your dose weekly of discipline therapy, where everything, well, not everything is completely free because we're on Patreon
We
now.
changed that up now.
So everything is not completely free. However, what is free on the show is if you subscribe on the YouTube, it's free. But if you subscribe on Patreon, it isn't, and you get better content. It's more exclusive content.
Exclusive.
But what is free is it's judgment free,
Mm-hmm.
it's sucker free, it's censor free, and sensitive free,
That's
and
right.
all liberty. God and the ancient ancestors are great, and that means everything else is straight. So go grab your wine, popcorn, or roll a blunt. But the main thing is make sure the children are in bed. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because we have that soul food and sometimes vulgar conversation. Prepare your mind to be fed. Light one up, inhale life, and exhale strife. Even though I'm in a suit right now, I'm still in beast mode. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you are tuned in to the Discipline Therapy Podcast.
We're here. And you know what else I just realized? I'm gonna have to learn a whole new spiel.
Yes.
That's all.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot coming. Season 9, different changes. Logo is gonna change. And might be a longer duration before we come back.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
okay because we're gonna give you guys a lot of old shows we're gonna be putting up for you guys to, just refamiliarize yourself because the new season's coming up, the new look, everything is just you're gonna have to tune in to
Yeah.
see. No, babe?
Yes. So
Let's
season
talk
8,
about it.
episode 89, is it safe to say men and women are victims of their own products?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So explain.
Well, because women have always been viewed as sex objects.
Mhm.
But why is that? I think that when I think some women get confused with like sexual liberation type and like female empowerment and stuff.
Mhm.
So and I think that where they get confused, they think I can do it's my body, I can do whatever I want, so I'm going to go and, take provocative pictures and show some skin. Not just like some skin, but like a lot of skin. You know what I mean? And then when you do that, can you really be mad when a man sends you a dick pic?
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're putting that's what you're putting out there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
don't be mad when they're like, "Hey, what that mouth do?"
Mm. Well, here's the thing. I have a couple of things to say.
All right.
I agree with you.
Thank you.
Men, on the other hand, have been always viewed as success objects. This goes back to 1950s, where we lived, where like our great grandparents, were living traditionally. Now, what has changed is beyond social constructs. What has changed? Social media has changed. Technology has changed. So much things are at our fingertips, easy access. You got to understand the reason why our grandparents, maybe our parents nowadays, are still together is because they weren't looking at ass cheeks all day. You see what I'm saying? They
Not
weren't
online at least.
online. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So much has changed where it's like you have to look at it this way. Men are not viewed as success objects anymore
No.
because women are able to work and make money. There's women
Mhm.
that are in CEO positions now. So men are not viewed as success objects. They're more viewed as, if I am a CEO and I make this amount of capital, you should be there with me so we could build a partnership and a team. This is modern women's mentality nowadays. Even though they have money, they're not looking for men to provide for them anymore.
They're looking what for, like, that partnership?
Companion,
Oh, companion.
dick on a weekly basis.
Oh,
They
okay.
might be looking at men now as meat. Now, not as like, I want you to protect me, learn from you, provide, give me stability, emotional support. No, I don't care about that. I already work 45, 50, 60 hours a week. Just some consistent dick. That's
Okay.
their quote unquote companion.
Mm.
So now what happens is, going back to what you were saying and piggybacking off of that, women don't know how to attract men.
Yeah, that's true.
So they will look at it as, and this is why they're a victim to their own here.
Thank you.
This is why they're a victim to their own products. This is why. Because women don't know and they were never taught how to attract men and how to treat kings, right?
Mhm.
That we're always taught, and I said this in the show prior,
Yeah.
men were always taught, don't hit women. Hey, Billy, kindergarten. Hey, Billy, don't hit her. What are you doing? What are you doing? Always taught men, don't hit women, treat them right, know how to speak to them. Every woman is a queen. Men were always taught that. Stay, the sidewalk rule,
Women go first.
be a gentleman.
Mhm.
So women aren't taught, especially in society, how to treat kings. Now, there's some foreign households. You want to be a wife one day, you better wake up in the morning at 7 o'clock or whatever it is, like Spanish households, like
Mhm.
me. 7 o'clock Saturday morning, Spanish music is on. What are you doing in bed? My
Yeah,
grandmother,
you should be cleaning.
yeah, my grandmother used to do that, say that to my sister.
Mhm.
I
I
was
do that now.
Yeah, so I was like, I had to like do the lawn and all that, all those other duties, fixing things around the house. But the women were like, if you want to be a wife one day, this is how you need to be. This is how you need to serve a man.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I said this in the show prior. I went to a Boricua's house when I was like 19 or something like that. And I went to get up my own plate, and the mom was like, yeah, so
Mm.
like, why are you letting him do that? He's your guest. You should be treating
Yeah, you
him.
should guess, exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So they're already learning this from the domestic out, some
Mhm.
foreign,
Mhm.
but we're looking at we're looking at a society where we see more single mother households than anything.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Are the American women also and men also instilling this type of education in the domestic environment? Probably not.
Yeah.
So men and women really don't know how to attract each other,
So, and
especially women. So when women are posting their bodies online, I believe that it's not empowerment, it's more slavery. It's part
interesting.
of the agenda.
Mm.
So if they're doing that for men, they're not doing that for women. Because
Mm.
more men are actually glorifying them. Oh, I love you. I'll marry you.
Right,
They
right,
see them from the back. I'll marry you. I'll do this.
right.
It's a game
Mhm.
because both parties are playing a game.
So, how do you think we change this narrative or ideology?
If you want people to respect you, you got to show people that you respect yourself. So
Definitely.
if I go online and I'm taking pictures shirtless in gray sweatpants, like a lot of women have a gray sweatpants thing with the dick print, and I'm just swinging my hips and making the thing bounce, seducing women visually. If I'm doing shit like that, if I'm constantly, inviting sex, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
getting those little short shorts for
Yeah,
men
the sugar,
now?
what do you call it? Hoochie daddy shorts.
That is
It,
awful.
so
Jeez.
if I'm constantly doing that, you understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Women subconsciously already know. They might say, "Oh, he's a male whore. He's
Yeah.
like a gigolo or something, or a male
Mhm.
prostitute. Like I could
Mhm.
hire him. He could dominate me,
Right,
or I could
right.
hire him. Maybe he's a male stripper."
Mhm.
They don't. They see he don't have respect for himself, so I'm not.
Right.
So they'll go in the post, maybe say "daddy." Like
Mm.
that's a disrespectful thing for me.
Right
If
for
you don't
you.
belong to me, like
Right.
I'm gonna check you because there's
Right.
probably somebody calling me that.
Right, right. Well,
So
they think that they could just call that to anybody.
exactly, because they don't respect the man because he doesn't respect himself.
Got you. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So they're gonna a personal name that they would probably say to a man that is fucking them or they're in a relationship with,
Mhm.
they're calling a stranger
Mhm.
because they're just like, it's a free for all. Look what he's doing. So it's
Okay.
the same thing for a woman that's doing that. She's objectifying herself. She lets men know subconsciously, I don't respect myself, so you don't have
Right.
to respect me. So that's why the guy will approach you like a prostitute in the DM. I'll send you 7K, send me a titty. Oh my God, I'm appalled. You guys don't know how to talk to women nowadays? You see, whose fault is it? He's
Exactly.
not going to approach you with respect because he sees you don't respect yourself.
Right.
So that's why she's a victim and he's a victim to their product. It's like, if you want people to respect you, everything about you, you have to advertise rigorously.
And correctly, obviously,
Yeah.
because they're advertising the wrong stuff. He's advertising, oh, look at my car. If that's how he's showing success, I
Yeah.
got a 22 Lamborghini outside,
Yeah.
and look at my money and look at my jewels and all
Exactly.
that stuff.
Exactly.
And now she's looking at him like, oh, okay, you want to spend some money?
She gonna be an
Look at my shirt.
opportunist.
Look at my.
She's gonna be an opportunist. She's not even gonna be practicing hypergamy at that moment. She don't give a fuck about kids and long term and
She
building
wants
and
that dinner
survival.
and that drink right now.
Exactly. She wants to. Oh, yo, I'm gonna get in a relationship with him. We're gonna take pictures together on Instagram, make people jealous. We're gonna take trips all over the place. I'm gonna use his money when
Yep, he could pay a bill.
shopping every day. You see, she might not articulate that because she don't want him to run away or give up the opportunity, but she's definitely thinking
No,
of that.
but he's not running away if he's already leading with that. Like, look what I can do for you. As
Yeah,
long as he
but
gets
he
to.
may not be conscious that he's gonna be used. That might be the byproduct.
I mean, he
He
gotta
might
be
not be
real
conscious of that.
special if you
You know what
don't
I'm
see
saying?
that.
Because what a lot of men do is a lot of men do things to attract women and impress women and to get vagina from women.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
So they're like, I hope it works, but if it does, too bad, sis. I really don't have any money. I only have it for today. This is rent money. That's awful.
Yeah. So
All right. So, victim to their own product could also be entitlement. If a woman or man was handed everything their entire life, work for them is pointless. Work for a relationship, work for time, work for money, work for growth, work for in every aspect possibly. That's true.
yeah, absolutely. So that can stem from the core from the domestic environment. Like
Definitely. How they were brought up.
because a lot of men's love language is providing materialistic things. It's not mine. But a lot of men really don't know how to love women, even their baby girls. They don't know.
Yeah, they buy them
So
everything.
let's say he works. Let's say he's the only one that works. She's a housewife,
Okay.
and he's working 14 hours a day, 16 hours to be just hypothetical, right? He's not there to actually give the education, love,
Right.
hugs, kisses, and really, teach her about life. Like, yo, this is the type of men you need to look out for. Never do this. Always be a lady. Cross your
Right.
legs when you sit down. He's not teaching her those things. He's expecting the mother to do that because all he's worried about is providing for everybody.
Right. Making sure there's food on the table,
Yeah.
roof over the head.
So his way might be like, oh, baby girl, you did so well in school. Here's these. Not even that. Not even putting those standards down. If she does well in school, she gets rewards. No, he might just because her
She's
existing.
crying. Oh, I was about to say, just because she's crying, he's like, don't cry. Here, have some candy.
That's one. Or just her existing. Hey, baby girl, I stopped by, whatever. I got you diamond earrings. She doesn't earn anything.
Right.
So now he's building a brat. He's building a spoiled brat. So now when this woman gets older, she could even have her own, be the CEO. She's going to expect the man that she's with to be like her father and give her the things that her father, which is a toxic mentality. And the father is toxic.
There's actually a meme that was going around on Instagram where like the girl is saying, oh, you don't know how to fix this? My daddy does. My daddy knows how to fix everything. Oh, you can't buy me this? My daddy will buy it for me. Because that's really how it is. You know how I know? Because my daughter and her father are like that. I love my daughter. You know what I mean? But he, since little, and that's his love language. That he did so he yells at her, she cried too much. Here, let me buy you something.
Mm.
You did good, although she did do extremely well in school. Let me buy you something.
Yeah, that's a lot of men's love language.
Yeah.
And some people might get mad at this.
Mm.
In a
Oh.
way, it's lazy. It's a
Mm.
lazy parent. Just think for a minute. Most of us were maintained.
Yes.
We weren't raised. We weren't taught. We were just maintained, especially single moms. Single moms are maintaining their kids. They're
Yeah.
not, they're not, really providing. They're not really giving education. They're not really
It's
providing
they're
safety.
treading water, you're
Yeah,
saying.
they're
Yeah.
just maintaining. Like, I might have a problematic child. Let me feed him McDonald's every day because that's what he wants. If I feed him that, he'll just stop
Right.
trying to fight me.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to deal with this as a mother. It's too much. It's too much headache. It's too much stress. I already got to do 2 jobs.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm just giving them whatever they want. They're maintaining them. Like
Mm.
you grew, if you're a man out there and you grew up with a single mom, you were maintained.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? That's why they grow up and they're not, well, it's for a different topic. But that's why
You
they
gotta
grow
stay
up
tuned.
soft and
Mm.
they're not like manly men. But
Okay.
what's the next bullet?
The next one is a plus size female model will be praised, but there's no ads for plus size male models. And why is
Yeah.
that?
And that
Um,
go
I
ahead.
mean, they have true. I haven't seen like actual ads like I have seen for women in, like
Yeah,
underwear, but they have the store big and tall for men.
they do.
That's
But
just the store though. But you're right. I haven't seen any real modeling ads for
yeah,
it.
I believe women are the cash cow to the world.
Yes,
That's why.
I
Like
agree.
businesses, like this is why women were now allowed to work. Like, yo, we need to make sure they could vote. What? We leaving a lot of money on the table.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? Might be some conspiracy theories topics, but you know what I'm saying? Like they're the cash. They are what drive businesses.
Yeah, they're the main consumers.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like on a business mindset, if you're smart, yo, let's cater to them. So let's tell women you don't have to lose weight. You're overweight. No, you're beautiful the way they are, but she's not healthy.
Right,
It's not just what men like and what women like. No, it's disgusting or whatever it is, like subjective.
right,
That'd
right.
be subject. That could be disgusting for a guy, but it could be, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Let me grab those cheeks. Like I love cushion. You know,
Mm.
for some men, they might love that.
Right, right.
It's not that. It's the fact that if they're overweight, where's that coming from? They're probably not healthy.
Mm.
But they're not gonna tell these women that. They're gonna say, love your body as it is, blah, blah, blah. But if a man is overweight, you're a slob, you're lazy, you're dizzy, you need to change your ways. No woman's gonna like you, no one's gonna
Mm.
stay with you. Can you even
Mm.
see your dick?
Oh
Your
my
your
lord.
belly's over. Can you when was the last time you saw your dick? They will berate them. They will
Yeah.
make them feel bad. But women, it's like, no, girl, all size matters and all this other stuff.
Mm.
Because women, they're the cash cow to everything.
Right. Well, that
Social
makes sense.
media, um, cosmetics,
Mm-hmm. Everything.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So I
I
think that's
mean,
why.
I definitely think you should love yourself regardless, but if, try to be healthy. You could be bigger and healthy. I've seen bigger models that, train and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They're just bigger. Okay. There's been a debate for years on men and women and gender pay gap, but clearly women models make more than males. Female strippers make more than male strippers. Why is this? Well, you're right in that. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a female model or a male model, but I guess it would make sense, like you said, because women are the cash cows. They're the ones. They're the consumers. So I guess the women model have to be. They have to be visually what a woman wants to. Oh, she has that on. I want to wear that too.
Mm-hmm.
But in regular, everyday other occupations,
Mm-hmm.
males have more a higher pay wage.
This is why, and I talked about this in an audio show I did with Andrea,
Hmm.
actually, AJB Publishing.
Yeah.
Um, it's because men are inclined to doing more dangerous, life-threatening jobs than women are. You understand? Even if you have a female firefighter, she's most likely, I'm not trying to go into the burning building. I have to, okay, but I'm not gonna do it. The man would be like, "Oh, let's go do this." You're not gonna see a lot of women equally construction workers lifting heavy objects.
Okay,
You
doctors,
know what I'm saying? Doctors, it's different.
right? But so there's still male doctors that make more than female doctors, and some I've worked with female doctors. I'm just saying that there are not just
Yeah,
the jobs that are more dangerous. Yes, I
yes.
understand
And
that,
and
but
also you look at it on a sense of this job, is it a male dominating job or can it be unisex? You see what I'm saying? So
right.
they base it off that as well. Even though you both took a test, it's like if the male police officer is getting paid more than the female police officer and they both work in Brownsville, Brooklyn, the male's gonna get paid more because he's gonna be inclined to put it more at risk, where the woman is gonna avoid risk as much as possible.
Mm, okay.
You see what I'm saying? The commissioner is not gonna be like, I'm like, she should be on steakhouse overnight in a dangerous environment, one of the most dangerous environments in the world.
They do. They send out
Not
the freaking the prostitute the
not
undercover.
It's not always like that.
Have you not seen those
It
shows?
might be like 1 out of 10, but it's not always like that. And if it is, she's with a man
Not
to
always.
protect her. She's not by herself. I guarantee you,
I've
she's
seen
not by
movies.
herself. Movies don't count. They're
I've seen
fictional.
TV shows.
Well, they're fictional. I'm talking about real life. They're not gonna be
Okay.
by themselves, but a man might be by himself.
No way. There's backup.
One of my cousins is a police officer.
And he does things by himself. That's against the rules. You have to always call for backup. I've seen
Well,
that on a show too.
he's not always by himself, but
Well, that's good.
once in a while.
All
You
right.
think they're gonna put a woman in Brownsville,
So what then?
Compton, alone? Say, yo, this guy's running. He got a gun. Run after him.
Yes, I would shoot him. I wouldn't
Come
even run.
on. Come on. You know,
So
that's
then why
why.
do female models make more? That was the original
Because
bullet.
they were always viewed as sex objects. So think about it.
Oh, yeah, that
Modeling
makes
is
sense.
more like a female dominating industry.
Right, right, right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like it goes back to the male and dominating industry. Look at it this way. I don't want to name anybody, but let's say the sports analyst, the male
Okay.
who played the sport, he's an ex basketball or football player,
Right.
and she is she may know the game, little bit about the game. Who deserves to get paid more?
He does because
N-
he has experience.
and the basketball, because let's say it's male basketball that they're both talking about. You see, it's male dominating.
But isn't the rules the same for female basketball and male basketball, the WNBA and the NBA?
I'm not aware if it
Oh,
is.
okay.
I
Because I was
haven't
gonna say
done
then
I haven't
that's
done my
dumb.
research on
Like
WNBA.
I
But
feel like a female basketball player being a commentator and the male basketball player being a commentator, they should get the same pay because they both do the same work and they're both giving their opinions. Why
no,
is his opinion
no,
better?
no, no, because when we talk about high wage gap, now it comes down to expertise. It doesn't come down to opinions. It comes down to expertise.
But she's a player too.
You say two ex players?
Yeah. Two ex players, female and male, they should get paid the same. Now, the female that just knows about the game but's never played, no, she shouldn't get paid as much as he does. I'm in agreement with that. But if they're in the same field and they are they do the exact same thing, they should be both paid the same.
And they were ex players?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Males definitely in sports have accomplished more than female sports.
Okay.
Most definitely. And we could look at, we talk about business and cash cow. You're gonna see more males and females that go to male basketball professional games than the WNBA. No shade on the WNBA, but I ain't never been to a WNBA
Me
game, and
either.
I'm a sports fan.
But
But
they
that's
still
what
know the games and
they.
the rules.
But they put everything else into effect of why we're gonna pay him more than her. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They're not looking at it on how you feel, and they're not looking at it on they're giving their opinions.
I mean, but
You
okay.
see?
I don't agree with that, but okay. Would you say sexual objectification Objectification. That was
Objectification.
hard. Drives the economy.
Yeah.
That was so hard for
Yeah,
me to say.
absolutely.
Me too.
Absolutely. So
You have
you
sex in all the Netflix and all those types of shows, Hulu, like they have
yeah.
movies with sex. Some of them are really good. Porn.
Yeah. So women
Porn's good
have
too.
always been viewed as sex objects. Women have always been viewed as mother figures, housewives, not working like a man, picking up shit like a man, moving like a man. They've never been viewed at that because back in the days, um, ideologies and society was more focused on family,
Mm.
whereas they're not. They're more focused on business and money.
Yeah, getting that bag,
You
as they
understand?
say.
So
Hmm.
that's the difference with that. Whereas men were always viewed as to provide,
Hmm.
protect,
Bring home the
teach,
bacon.
lead, and instill discipline,
Mm.
whether it's the household, children, etc. Women were always there to be the helper, the supporter,
Hmm.
cook, clean, hold the family together,
Mm.
order,
Mm.
right? The masculine and the feminine.
Right.
So now the reason why, what was it? Why they objectifying
Well,
themselves?
no, would you say sexual objectification drives the economy?
Yes, because women have always been viewed as sex objects and at the disposable at the disposable sense for men.
Mm.
That's why.
And sex
You see what
sells.
I'm saying? So
Hmm.
it's like you got to understand if women are moving like men and they have to, you know, I take classes to raise my voice like a man because nobody's gonna respect a female motivational speaker if I'm talking like this.
Mm. Yeah.
So I have to be taught to put bass in my voice as a
Hmm.
woman and scream. So
Hmm.
she's already being taught how to move like a man. I have to be that shark in my day to day because I wasn't a pussy to get to that CEO position. I was cutting throats out here,
Hmm. That's
stepping
true.
on necks.
Yep.
So if they're moving like men and then they meet a man at the bar or whatever it is, they're not gonna connect. If she looks good, he might just be like, I'll have sex with her. But if she's displaying that she's working more than me, if I want to have kids, where's that gonna be? She's
Mm.
gonna have to quit her job eventually or work less. And she may not want to do that. So we're gonna hire nannies.
Mm. I mean,
We're not gonna be around. We're just gonna maintain our kids, not raise them. This goes
mm.
back to maintaining.
Yeah.
So now, like you got to look at it that way. You see, and that's why there you see the objectification where it's like women have always been viewed as um to be there for men, whether it's for sex, the helper, etc.
Mm.
You know, and I think that's why.
I mean, I think it's just women, especially single women, since we're talking about that, like single moms and stuff. They have to, if they want to get ahead in their career, they're told you have to work like a man. You have to work as hard as a man, and you have to do. If he's willing to not come home at night and to take out those clients, you have to be you have to do that too.
Mm,
But then when the woman does that, now they're talked bad about. She's not a good mom because she's not there.
mhm,
You know what I mean? She's always at work because she has to provide, and she wants to get ahead in that career, so her kids suffer.
mhm,
But then when a woman is pregnant in whatever type of work that she's doing, and she goes
mhm.
out on maternity leave, or she's working, and because she has a belly she can't do something. Well, she's taking advantage of it now. It's like a double-edged sword when it comes to that, I feel, with women. Anyway,
I've never thought that, but I
did
guess
I?
some people out there do think that, but I've never thought she's you abusing the system.
Well, but you also have a totally different way of thinking, period,
Yeah.
from others.
So yeah, man. I mean, women it's like it's a conditional thing.
Mm.
Women were never viewed as dominant figures. Women were never empowered in a sense of you could work like a man and make as much money as a man now. Be a
They were never until now, you're
be a
saying?
homeowner and be
Mm.
a provider and be a protector. Women were never viewed that way and were
Mm.
never given those opportunities. So it's not something men can fathom.
Mm.
It's not something men can look at nowadays. Even like no matter how long this has been going on, we're in the 21st century. It doesn't matter. Women have always been viewed that way. So if women are not displaying that femininity and want to be family oriented, they're not gonna get cuffed by men.
Okay.
You see? Because men are looking at women, well, a lot of them aren't really conscious of this.
Who, the men?
Their subconscious is
Okay.
their spirit.
Okay.
They're looking at women as masculine, but they look good and they have a pussy. We still need women for sex. We're not gonna
Mm.
be jerking off all day in the house. We gotta get out and talk to female energy.
Mm.
We got to get out there and talk to women. So we still need women in a sense of sex or being a helper, breastfeeding if I have kids or whatever it is. I can't do that
No
stuff.
emotions? No love there?
Well, we're talking about modern men and how they're thinking
Mm.
nowadays.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like women are moving like us. We're not going to teach them. We're not going to protect them. They're saying that they don't need us, but we both want equal things. She wants a companion. I want sex.
Mm.
So let's do that on a weekly basis. Now we're in a relationship. But they're not because they're just in a sexual one. They're
Right.
just in a fuck buddy or friends with benefits.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the love is not there, like you were saying. The
Gotcha.
loyalty, the communication. We barely go out.
Right.
We have
Nothing that goes with the relationship is there.
yeah.
Gotcha.
So now we're in this ball of we're just like maintaining each other. No plan.
Mm. It's just whenever the one goes to the house, they just sex and
Yeah.
all right, see you later.
Yes.
See you next week. Bye
Yeah.
bye. Is this also why sex workers, strippers, prostitutes, and lingerie stores can remain on social media?
Absolutely.
Sex workers, prostitutes.
Because they're
Strippers
driving
I've seen, lingerie store.
they're
Sex
driving they're
workers?
driving the economy.
Oh, you mean like whatchamacallit? What's that thing that now the OnlyFans?
Yeah. OnlyFans. Yep.
Ah.
Yep. They're driving the economy. So you have to understand if okay, look at the clubs, ladies' night. They have those nights, those
Mm-hmm.
special nights. They know if we make women pay nothing or $5 to come in
Mm-hmm.
and we charge men 30, we know men are gonna be willing to pay that because the women are
There's a
gonna be
club
there.
full of women, right?
Yeah, you make anything free for women, it's gonna be packed with women.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But they know that men will pay and they will also buy them drinks. So we're gonna
Mm.
get paid
Right.
either way. So ladies' night is a big concept where it's like a money maker.
Mm.
So that's why you're gonna see more, what do you say, strippers and
Sex workers, strippers, prostitutes, and lingerie stores.
remain because
Mm.
we know that women ain't buying that shit. Come on. Even
That's true.
we got a few bi-curious, bisexual, or lesbians, but come on. Most women are heterosexual.
Yeah, but they buy it for their men.
Well, no, that's probably circumstantial. It might be like Valentine's Day. It might be, oh, his
Mm.
birthday's today, so I'm gonna suck dick for an hour, but I usually do it for 5 minutes because I don't really like it. But it's his birthday, so I'll do this shit. It's not all the time that you're
That's
gonna have
true.
women that do that.
That's true.
That's women that want to please their man.
Okay, that
You
makes
see what
sense.
I'm
That makes
saying?
sense.
So women are not gonna buy
Or
stuff.
they do buy it to post it online.
Yeah,
No ve?
and catch a man
No
to
ve?
pay for it. You
Exactly.
see?
You like this one? You can buy the next one.
Yeah.
All right. Last bullet. Are women being objectified part of women empowerment? Oh, sorry.
Part of women being objectified,
Yeah.
part of women empowerment. Um,
I think in a backwards kind of way, in a
uh,
confused type of a way.
I don't believe so. But you're entitled to your own opinion.
Mhm.
How is it
Like I
a
stated
confused?
in the beginning, they objectify themselves thinking that it's women empowerment. My body, I can do what I want.
Yeah.
But
To me, it's not. But go
no,
ahead.
go ahead.
To me, it's not empowerment. And I said this in
Right.
episode 39, season 3, Naked Images OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually the reverse. It's slavery.
Yeah, you said that earlier. What do you mean
Yeah,
slavery?
because this is why. And I said it in that show. Women have always been viewed lesser. Women have always been viewed as sex objects. She belongs in the kitchen and to just give me pussy and suck my dick. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And maybe breed kids. You know what I'm saying?
Lord.
Because a lot of men don't look at women and say, yo, I could utilize her efficiently, where she gonna elevate my empower and it's gonna benefit her. A lot of men don't do this and they don't
Most
think
men don't.
like this.
Mm-hmm.
So let's, be honest. A lot of men look at women as sexual objects. They've always been viewed that way. So when they're doing this, it doesn't elevate them. It keeps them back in that time.
Okay, got you.
You see what I'm saying? They're objectifying themselves, whether they're a business owner, alpha, or whatever it is. It's contradicting what they saying they are.
Yeah, that makes
Because
sense.
because when you do that, you're showing you don't have respect for yourself. You've already been viewed as a sex object. So you're giving them what they want.
Yep, you're proving them right.
You see what I'm saying? That's easy access. You're showing your cheeks, breasts, cleavage, thighs. Look at my pretty feet. Easy access. Because what's going to happen when you get with a man? He's not special because what he's seeing in private is now publicized.
Right, everybody else can see it too.
You see? So it's like it's intricate on all levels. So when she's doing that, she's disrespecting herself. That's the irony. It's not empowerment. You love your body, you can take a picture and keep it in your phone or show your close friends or show it to your man. It's not empowerment when they're doing this. They're setting themselves up to be used. You're not a prostitute, so why are you doing what prostitutes and strippers do? They're getting paid. So when men approach you on some sexual tip, why are you mad?
Right.
You don't respect yourself, so they're not going to respect you. That's why you're a slave. You're a peasant. That's why it's a slavery mentality. Peasants do this. They entertain. I said this in episode 36. Give her what she's afraid to ask for.
Amazing how you remember this
See,
shit.
kings chase royalty and loyalty. Queens observe and sit back while they allow the peasants to entertain. So women that are doing this, I don't care if they show your bank account. Why don't you show your bank account? You're showing your body because it's probably zero.
Show your degree.
Show your degree, yeah. So if they're objectifying themselves as showing my body, they're putting themselves in the peasant realm. They're not queens. That's why they won't get cuffed. And if they get the ring, well, she got a ring because she's with a simp beta male, mangina. Real men are not gonna buy that. They're not gonna buy it, I promise you. Real traditional alpha dominant men who also have integrity, they're not gonna buy that. The irony about, well, I'm secure. I let her post her cheeks online. He's not. Why? Because he's with a woman that's doing that. That's insecurity.
Yeah.
Because a real man is territorial and possessive. That's insecurity. You're just saying that so you don't seem embarrassed. Oh, she's a boss. Huh, I let her be a boss. Because you don't want to be embarrassed. But the reality is you're insecure. A real man's going to leave that woman. Or he going to pump and dump. Hit and run like you don't have car insurance. That's a real man. I mean, no, that's not a real man. But that's what some men might do. A real man is not going to even engage with her.
Well, that's the thing, though. There is, like we've said this so many times on the show, there is a lack of real men that will say exactly what you're saying to them, to those women. You know what I mean?
But that's because you have to get back into your divinity, masculinity. So at the end of the day, there's a lot of feminine men out there.
Yes, there are.
You know what I'm saying? That wear the suits, the body is right, the tattoos maybe, tall. They have the alpha persona, exterior. Oh, he looks like an alpha. But the energy and spirit and mentality is beta.
Feminine.
It's feminine. You see what I'm saying? So these women, they're displaying masculine energy. And because of polarity, they're going to attract feminine energy. So the guy that goes publicly says, oh, I'm secure, I let her do that. He's really feminine.
Okay.
That's what a lot of people don't talk about and they don't realize. He's really feminine and he's really insecure because he's staying with a woman like that. He don't see like he could get better.
That's true.
He's like, yo, I keep her around because when I go to the club, I make other men jealous. Is that an insecure man? Okay, that's number one. I keep her
100.
around because I could post her up online and everybody wants her. Is that a confident man?
No.
No, he's insecure. She's posting her cheeks. The same shit I see in private that I don't want niggas in her pussy. I don't want men touching those cheeks. I let her do it because I'm pimping her out. Is that a man that's confident?
No, definitely not.
No. A man that's confident is like, you doing that puts you at risk.
Yeah.
You're not, there's no safety there. You doing that, no, you're not valuing me and the relationship. That's a confident man.
He probably thinks that she's adding value to him because he's with her too, because she looks good.
And that's an insecure man.
Yeah.
That's a feminine man. That's a low vibrational, low value man. That's not really a high value man.
That's true.
Because a real high value alpha dominant man is going to say all those things that I stated. And modern people and narrow-minded, myopic mindsets are going to say, he's controlling. He's insecure. He won't allow her to post her cheeks online. It's nothing. She's not opening her legs to nobody. You see, they're thinking and they're looking myopic. They're not thinking in depth.
Right.
They're not thinking
seeing the big picture.
They're not thinking she puts her location somewhere and posts it and it's real time, that the dude that was stalking the creep is gonna now pop up.
Yep.
And he ain't there. She with her girls.
Yep.
But he knows her because he follows her on Instagram. They don't think in depth like that. So now you put her at risk to possibly get raped.
Yep.
If there's no security around, whatever, let me follow her to her car. There's some creeps out there.
Yeah.
We heard about the OnlyFans woman that went
met up with somebody
and she got killed.
Yeah, there two of them.
He's like, oh, you used me. He wrote on her
the mirror
in
her lipstick.
blood. Oh, in lipstick.
In
my
her
bad.
lipstick, yeah.
In lipstick.
I like to see that's the author in you, in blood.
You know, but that's what I'm saying. There's some weirdos out there.
Yeah.
So it's like at the end of the day, a real man is always gonna protect his woman. He's always gonna shield her from all these things: music, social constructs, these hoes, feminism. You see, he's always gonna shield her from those things because it's a protection aspect. So these men that are not doing this is why they're feminine, because they're not protecting their woman.
Yeah.
Even online, you should be protecting your woman.
Yeah.
But he's gonna say, I'm secure. I let her do that. She a boss.
Right.
I'm the one that fucks her. Let these guys look at her. That's a lazy man, and he's insecure. Because a real man's not gonna put himself in it. What real man you know is gonna fucking go to the club with his girl and hear, oh, yo, I had her. She sucks dick like crazy.
Oh my goodness.
What real man you think likes that?
Wow.
A man that likes that is probably a cuckold. Which is a man that is married to a woman that likes to hear about sexual activity that she's had outside of him, or watch her get fucked by other men.
Yeah, that is weird.
That's a soft dude.
Hey, whatever floats your boat.
But yeah, whatever floats your boat, but it's a soft dude.
Yeah.
Let's be real. It's a soft, weak guy. At the end of the day, the man provides and protects.
Yeah.
So here doing that is not protecting her. It's not providing for her.
All right, we're done with the bullets. So we're just gonna remind you guys, follow us on TikTok at the Discipline Therapy Pod 7. That's on TikTok. We're also on Twitter, the Discipline Therapy Podcast.
Facebook,
the Discipline Therapy Podcast. RIG, the Discipline Therapy Podcast.
Emails, www.thedisciplinetherapypodcast.com, info@eldiscipline.com,
S Sotomayor 0307 at
gmail.com.
Don't forget, you have to go on Eventbrite. We're gonna have the
link in the bio.
The link in the bio.
Also on our the link will also be in our
profiles.
Social media, yes. Yes.
That's it. I can't remember anything else, but
so we'll be posting things. Any final thoughts?
Yes, final thoughts. Don't forget, September 24th, we're having a workshop. That's my final thought.
Okay. So my final thoughts for men and women being victims of their own product. We need to change how we are if we want to attract the opposite sex. So
change how we think.
And how we think. Yeah. So it's all about energy. So if a woman is complaining, because a lot of women will use this game. They know that men are visual creatures, so they'll post their booty because they want to catch a man. The moment that guy comes into the DM that she really wants, now she's like, yes, I got him, bitch. Now she'll say, get to know my mind. Get to know my spirit.
It's like
What
a
about
fisherman casting his
yes?
thing.
What about spirituality? Are you into that? Let's do things together. Why don't we do?
You said it's like false advertisement,
Yes,
right?
it's a manipulation game. So now she'll be like, why don't you want to get to know my mind? Why you just want to have sex? That's the game that they pull, because there's not
It's a
education.
dangerous game.
There's not education on how to attract men.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So they think posting my body is going to be the way to attract the alpha dominant man and then get him to provide for me.
You just gave me a great idea for the next workshop. How to attract an alpha dominant man. You can teach the women how to treat kings, no?
Yes. Yes.
You see?
So
always thinking.
So now what they have to do is they have to present themselves better. I said this in the last show.
Don't say it now.
Just like, no. I got more ideas. I got more information.
He's like, write this down, bitch.
The thing is, the idea is utilize everything that you do as you're marketing yourself. You're advertising yourself. So if you're a man that talks about divinity and masculinity, and you want family and stuff of that nature, why are you posted with hoes and you're at the strip club and women are, strangers?
You, right?
Yes. So it's like you're what?
Half dressed, practically naked.
You're confusing me. You see what I'm saying? It's like that. So it's women, if you are saying that you're traditional and you are submissive and you're all about your man, when you get, why do I see you half naked online?
That makes sense.
Because you're visually submissive to everybody, and I could see that, and I'm a stranger. So what's gonna be with him?
Right.
Like, what's special for him?
Right. What does he get if everybody else sees it too?
So that's what they have to do, to not be victims of their own products. Also, kids are raising kids. Women are getting pregnant too early, and we're not able to raise these kids. We're maintaining them. So that's another thing that we have to change. Break that cycle. Well.
Yeah.
Those generational curses. So it's remembering what you learned in the domestic environment. If it was strict, appreciate that now as you're older, because that's what's going to get you that healthy relationship.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So if you want a healthy man, you want a healthy woman, then you have to have healthy energy, and you have to also present yourself that way. Don't talk about, I'm a spiritual woman and I meditate and stuff like that, but you're twerking and I see your ass cheeks online. No, it's not empowerment. You are not spiritual. You're a fraud. I don't give a fuck how many people you heal and how much time you meditate and if you pray. You are a fraud. Yep. It's the same thing for a man. You're a fraud.
I agree.
So once again, Eventbrite, get your tickets. They're going fast. You don't want to be left out. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be left out. You're going to be like, oh, the workshop happened. Oh shit, where was I? You're watching the shows every time. You didn't want to get the tickets. You don't want to be left out. There's going to be vital information there that you are going to want to take and utilize in your day-to-day, especially to get what you want.
Exactly.
So once again, ladies and gentlemen, you were tuned into one of the most raw, uncut, unapologetic, real, no holds barred podcast, the Discipline Therapy Podcast. Peace.